Good afternoon, Year 7. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Ahmed from Al Husam International School. This is Year 7. Welcome you all. Today, as I said, we're going to talk about geometrical reasoning and 3D shapes. We're going to talk about 3D shapes really fast, about edges, faces, and vertices. And then we're going to talk about the geometrical reasoning, the properties of each shapes of some 2D shapes. Yeah, and we're not gonna take all the shapes, but we're gonna take only the famous one or the most common one. Okay, so this is online virtual classroom 2020. Welcome you all. Chapter 33, lesson 1, geometrical reasoning and 3D shapes. 3D shapes like those shapes, cube, cuboid, and cylinder. Cylinder, it's like the Pepsi can. Cuboid, it's like maybe the matchstick. And this is cube, it's like the dice. Okay. Yeah, for example, those are examples about 3D shapes. Objectives. Let's know the objectives. By the end of the session, you will be able to first, recognize and describe a common solids. Describe a common solids. Like what a common solids? Like cube, it's a very common solid. Solid means 3D shape. Like cuboid, like cylinder, like pyramid, like prism, and so on. Identify the prism and the pyramid. We're going to identify the prism, or when do I say that this shape is a prism, or either a prism or a pyramid, and then solve simple geometrical problems about the properties of some 2D shapes. Okay, so we are going to identify the 3D shapes, and then we are going to solve examples about the 2D shapes. Okay, the first thing, this is, which is in front of you, this is a cuboid. Cuboid has 6 faces. All the faces are rectangles. Let me read the chat. Page what? I'm gonna tell you the page, but not now. Maybe 291, as Omar Muhammad said. But I'm gonna tell you the page. But just be with me right now. Cuboid, 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices, or 8 vertex. Okay, that's about the cuboid. 3D shape. Let's read this a little bit. 3D shapes have faces. 3D shapes have faces, edges, and vertices. A surface can be flat or curved, but a face is always flat with the straight lines sides, and is usually part of a polygon. A sphere is a curved surface. Okay, so we sometimes we say surface, sometimes we say face. When I talk about face, that means it's a 2D shape. For example, it's not a curve, it's a straight thing, like square, rectangle. This is face. So for example, this one, this is a cuboid, a cube, sorry. This is a face. It's not curved, okay? But when I talk about surface, it may be something curvy, like the cylinder, okay? There is a curvy shape. Okay, a prism. Now we are going to talk about prism and pyramid. So we have a famous 3D shapes like cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere, okay? And we have something else, which is prism and pyramid. We say prism, we name a prism using, okay, prism is a 3D shape with the same cross section all the way along its length. So this is a prism. Why? Because there is a cross section. Cross section means that there is this face, it's exactly like the bottom here. The upper face here, it's exactly like the bottom here. So we say that this is a prism, okay? So I can say that cube is a prism. I can say that cuboid is a prism because the bottom and the upper face and the bottom face it's the same. So we call it the prism. And we read the prism, we name a prism using the name of the shape of on its cross section. So for example, triangular prism or octagonal prism. This is a triangular prism. Why? Because this face and that face, they are prism. If you cut it into halves from here, if you cut it into half, it's going to be a triangle from this side and that side. So that's the meaning of cross section. If you cross section it, okay. So then we call it a prism. So this is a prism. Why? Because there is a cross section across its length, and we name the prism according to this cross section. So this cross section is a triangle, so it's going to be a triangular prism. This cross section is octagon, so it's going to be octagonal prism. This cross section is a square, so I can say this is a square prism. According to cuboid, it's a rectangle, so we're going to say rectangular prism, and so on. Okay, so again, prism, it's a 3D shape with the same cross section all the way along its length. There is a cross section across its length, so this is a prism. So what's the name of the prism? It depends on the shape of the cross section. If this is a triangle, so it's a triangular prism. If this is a octagon, so it's going to be octagonal prism. Rectangle, rectangular prism, and so on. Okay. Okay, so we have cuboid, cylinder, sphere. Again, cuboid, cylinder, sphere. 4 common shapes: cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere. Cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere. And we have something else, which is prism and pyramid. Prism and pyramid. Prism, that's all about the 3D shapes. Prism, if there is a cross section across its length, like here, for example, this is a prism. Why it's a prism? Because there is a cross section all the way along its length. This is a prism because instead of saying that, or instead of thinking about the cross section, the upper face and the bottom face are the same. So this is a prism. Okay. And after that, we name the prism according to the cross section or according to the upper and the bottom face. If they are triangles, so we're going to say triangular prism, rectangular prism, and so on. Okay, done. Pyramid. Pyramid is another special type of 3D shapes. Pyramid can have a different shape basis. The other faces are pyramids of a pyramid are all triangles which meet at a single vertex. So pyramid, it looks like the pyramid. It looks like this. Okay, so you can identify easily the pyramid. It's not that hard because all the faces pyramid, that the properties of pyramid, that all the faces are triangles and they meet at one vertex, which is the vertex of the pyramid. Okay, and we name the pyramid according to that base. So if the base is, for example, if the base is a triangle, so we're going to say, according to this one, the base here is a triangle, so we're going to say this is a triangular pyramid. If the base here is a pentagon, so we're going to say that this is a pentagonal pyramid. If the base is the bottom face. If the bottom face here is a square, so we're going to say this is a square pyramid, rectangular pyramid, and so on. Okay, so we talked about some 3D shapes. We talked about cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere. Cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere. And we talked about prism and pyramid. Prism, if it has a cross section across its length or all the way along its length, so we call it prism. Prism, what kind of prism? According to the cross section. If the cross section is a cuboid, so it's going to be the cross section is a rectangle, so it's going to be rectangular prism. Square prism. triangular prism, so on. According to the pyramid, it has all faces, a lot of faces, triangles, and they meet at one vertex. Pyramid. It looks like the pyramid. Okay? And we name it by the base, according to the base. If the base is square, so it's going to be square pyramid. If the base is a triangle, so it's going to be triangular pyramid, and so on. Okay? So now all of you, open page 290 as Omar Muhammad said. So if you open the page, just tell me in the chat, done ya, mister? Tell me done, please. If you found the page, tell me done. If you found the page, tell me done. Omar Muhammad. Okay, thank you so much, ya Omar, for following up me quickly. Yusuf Awad done. Excellent, ya Yusuf. Omar Ahmed done. Excellent, ya Omar. Who else? I need 2 or 3 else. Kamar Tariq done. Okay, Kamar, thank you so much. Okay, 2 else. 290 guys. Chapter 33, Geometrical Reasoning and 3D Shapes. Abdurrahman done. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Arwa Adel done. Saifuddin Hussein. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm going to start just right. Okay. So now we can describe, or we can identify each of these shapes. So for example, let me pick Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman.
Yes, master.
Okay, Abdurrahman. So Abdurrahman, I said that there is 4 common shapes, which is cube, cuboid,
Cuboid, sphere,
cylinder.
cylinder.
And we have 2 other shapes, which is prism and pyramid. Prism and pyramid. Prism, if it has a cross section all the way along the thing. Pyramid, we have if they meet at all the faces are a triangle and they meet at one vertex. Okay, so it's gonna be pyramid.
Yeah.
So this one, what we call this one?
Cuboid.
Excellent. It's a cuboid. Can I say that this is a rectangular prism?
No, it's not a rectangular prism. The last one is
Why
because
it's okay?
it doesn't have a rectangle.
Why? All the faces are rectangle here.
It
Abdurrahman, do you hear me?
yes.
Okay. Abdurrahman, according to this one, it's a cuboid. That's really right. But there is another name for the cuboid, which is rectangular prism. Why? Because there is a cross section all the way, along its length. So if we cut the cuboid from the middle here, it's going to be a rectangle, right? So there is a cross section all the way along its length. So this is a prism. So what kind of prism? The upper face and the face in the bottom are rectangles. So I'm gonna say that this is a rectangular prism. So I can name it cuboid, or I can say this is a rectangular prism according to the definition of prism, right?
Yes.
Okay, about the second one, what is that? It's a pyramid, right?
Pyramid.
Okay, what
Yes.
pyramid? According to the base is
A square.
so it's gonna be a square pyramid. Square. We're gonna say it like this: square based pyramid. Or we're gonna say square pyramid. But the most accurate one, you're gonna say square based pyramid. Square based pyramid. Okay, Abdurrahman. Okay. What about the last one?
Triangular prism.
Triangular prism. Excellent. Okay. Be with me, Abdurrahman, because I'm gonna ask you another question. Yeah, Meher. Meher, this is a cuboid. We can say that this is a cuboid because we know that this is a cuboid. It's a famous. Okay, we know the cube, the shape of a cube, the shape of cuboid, the shape of cylinder, and sphere. Sphere, it's like the football, the ball, okay, and cylinder, it's like the Pepsi can, and cuboid, it's like the matchstick, and cube, it's like the dice. Okay, so this is obviously it's a cuboid, but according to the definition of prism, prism is any shape that has a cross section all the way along its length or across its length. For example, if I cut it from the middle here, so this face and that face, if we cut it here, so we separate it from each other, so this face and that face would be the same rectangle, the same like this face and that face. Okay, so that's why we say this is also a prism, and its name is rectangular prism. So you can say this is rectangular prism or cuboid. It's up to you. So let me unmute you, yeah, Meher, to speak. Meher. Okay, Meher, this shape is what?
Rectangular.
No. This shape.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, this shape is. You don't know this shape? This is a famous shape, I know, right? Yeah, it's not something new. This is a famous shape. This is a cuboid, right?
Yes. Right.
Okay, so this is a cuboid, but the other thing or the extra note here that this is also, I can say this is rectangular prism. Why it's a rectangular prism? Because if I divide it into halves, there is a cross section across its length. So this is a prism. What kind of prism? Rectangular prism, because the upper face and the face in the bottom are rectangle. So we're going to say that this is a rectangular prism. That's it. So this one is cuboid or or rectangular prism. Did you get it?
يعني it's cuboid or rectangular prism.
Yes, both of them is right. What about this one? What about the next one? Yeah, yeah, Meher. Okay, Anas.
Yes.
Anas, do you want to ask about something or you want to answer something?
No, I want to answer.
You want to answer? Okay, so I'm gonna. Where is Meher? Wait, just be with me, yeah, Anas.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. So, Anas, as I said, this is a cuboid or a rectangular prism. This is a square pyramid, square based pyramid, and this is a triangular prism. Okay, could you tell me, yeah, Anas, how many faces here and how many edges and how many vertices? Let me draw it here.
It has.
Let me draw it for you, and you're going to determine how many faces. Yes. Yes. Oh, no.
Has 6 faces.
Yes, 6 faces. Excellent. That's right. How many vertices?
And 8 vertices.
8 vertices. How many edges?
And 12.
12 edges.
Excellent, Yanis. So guys, all of you in year 7, focus with me. According to the cuboid, or according to any shape, when I talk about vertex, I'm gonna ask you about vertex. Let me write it down here. I'm gonna ask about vertex, or I can ask about edges, or I can ask about what faces. Okay, so I can ask you about the 3 of them. Maybe vertex, edges, and faces. Faces, this is a face. This one is, all of it is a face. So I'm talking about this face, okay? This is a face, and there is in front of this face, there's another face which is here. If you can imagine that, this face, and another face, and we have face here and another face here, and we have the top and the bottom. Okay, so it's gonna be 2, 4, 6. So as Anna said, 6 faces. Okay, about the vertex. About the vertex. About the vertex, this is the vertex. This one is a vertex that we have here, a vertex, another vertex, and another vertex, and another vertex, and so on. So we have 4 here and 4 in the other side, but it's not any accurate. So we have 8 vertices, okay? 8 vertices. About edges, this is the edge. This one, this line is edge. This line is edge. So we have 4 edges up, and we have 4 edges down. So it's going to be 8. And we have 2 here and 2 here. So it's going to be 8 and 4, 12 edges, as Anna said. Okay, so when I give you any 3D shape and I'm asking you about the vertices, the number of vertex, the number of edges, the number of faces, just draw the 3D shape and then try to count how many vertices here, how many edges, how many faces. Okay, so this is the face, this is the edge, this is the vertex. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, Anas, and you're gonna answer from the student book. Let me see. Okay, that's about the prism and the pyramid. Okay, so let me give names to those. So Anas, still with me?
Yes.
Okay, Anas, what is the name of letter A?
Cylinder.
Excellent. This one is a cylinder. What about B?
It's cuboid.
Cylinder. What about B? Yes, it's a cuboid. Sorry, let me write cuboid. Okay, what about the last one? C.
Triangular based pyramid.
Excellent. Yeah. Anas. So this is a pyramid. So what kind of pyramid? The base is a triangular. So we're gonna say triangular based pyramid. So let me write it down. Triangle. Thank you so much, Anas. Let me pick someone else to solve the next one. Okay, where is Anas? Let me mute. Okay. Let me take Mariam Ashraf. Mariam or Arwa Adil. Arwa?
Cone.
Okay, Arwa. Just stay with me. Guys, I'm gonna tell you small notes, another small note. The triangular-based pyramid, we call it also a tetrahedron. So this one is a tetrahedron. Okay, so triangular based pyramid and tetrahedron are the same shape. Okay, so if there is a triangular based pyramid, that means all the faces are triangle, so we call it triangular, we call it tetrahedron. So when I talk about tetrahedron, don't feel like this is something weird, because it's the same like triangular based pyramid, okay? The same like cuboid. So we call it cuboid or rectangular prism. So just two names for the same shape. The same like letter C. Tetrahedron or triangular based pyramid. Okay, Arwa, you're gonna tell me letter D. Arwa. Okay, let me pick. Arwa, I'm trying to unmute you. Okay, yeah.
It's a cone.
Yeah, excellent. It's a cone. Just be with me. I'm going to unmute Meher to ask. Yes, Meher, you want to answer or ask? Meher. I think he left the game. Meher, do you hear me? Meher, you can talk. Okay, Arwa.
Yes.
Okay, so Arwa said this is a cone. Let me cone here. Okay, what about this one? Yeah, Arwa. This is, I'm gonna ask you, this is a present or term? Arwa, prism or pyramid?
It's a prism.
Yeah, it's a prism. Why? Because it has a cross section across its length, and also because it's not like the pyramid. Yani it doesn't look like the pyramid. So this is a prism.
Yeah.
What kind of prism? Shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is six faces, 6 sides. So it's gonna be what? Pentagon or hexagon or
Hexagon.
yeah. So it's gonna be hexagon, hex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagonal prism. Okay. What about the next shape? Yeah. So thank you so much, yeah, Arwa. Let me pick someone else. Let me pick Meher. Where is Meher? Meher. You
Hi,
can.
here.
Yes. Meher.
What?
Yes, you can ask. You want to answer or ask or what?
No, ask
Ask about what?
about this shape. If I
Wait,
don't know, it's a new shape.
which one?
If
Letter F?
yeah,
Okay. So let me ask you a question and you're going to answer me. This is a prism or a pyramid,
pyramid.
right? Because it looks like the pyramid, because all the faces, all the rounded faces are triangle and they meet at one vertex. So this is a pyramid.
Mm.
So what kind of pyramid? Should I say pyramid? Of course not. So what kind of pyramid? It depends on the base here, ya Meher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. So 5 sides is a pentagon or hexagon or heptagon or what?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. It's gonna be pentagonal pyramid. That's
Pentagon.
okay.
Okay.
So this one I'm gonna write here. This is a pentagonal pyramid. That's it. Okay. Yeah, Meher. What about letter G, ya Meher? ماء. عمر Ahmed.
Yes.
Okay. Omar, what about letter G? Cube, cuboid, or what?
Cube.
Yeah, it's a cube. So let me write here, cube. Okay, guys, all of you focus with me. What about letter H? Yeah, Omar Ahmed.
I don't know, الصراحة.
Okay, it's a kind of a sphere, right? It looks like half of the sphere. So we're gonna
Yeah.
say this is a semi-sphere, or I'm gonna say that this is a hemisphere. Okay, so this is a hemisphere.
Okay.
Hemisphere means half the sphere. Okay, that's it. So it looks like the sphere, and there is someone cut it into half. So let me read the chat. Yes, hemisphere. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mariam Ashraf. I say wallahi. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, Meher. So according to the second question, according to this question, state the number of vertices, edges, and faces of each of these shapes. So you are going to draw the shape, cuboid, draw the cuboid, and then start to count how many faces, how many edges, how many vertices for each shape. Triangular prism. Triangular prism. For example, how can I draw triangular prism? So let me draw it here. Okay, how can I draw triangular prism? All you need to draw is two triangles. That's it. So I'm going to draw two triangles. And then from this side, I'm going to draw another triangle. That's how can I draw a triangular prism. But they should be the same. They should be the same length. And then just join the vertices. And that's it. So it's going to be a triangular prism. How can I draw a square prism? Or how can I draw a pentagonal prism? So all you need to draw is a pentagon. So there is no pentagon. Or, okay, pentagon. So I'm going to draw a pentagon here. And from this side, draw another pentagon, but they should be the same. And that's it. And then start to join start to join the vertices together. And that's it. So weird, I know. But if you imagine it, that they should be the same, the same length and the same everything. Okay, so that's how to draw shapes like that. For example, if I asked you about pentagonal pyramid, you are going to draw a pentagon. Okay, and then from here, you are going to draw a point, then join this point with each vertex. So it's going to look like the pentagonal. It's not accurate because I don't have a ruler or something, okay? But try to imagine, anyway, just try to imagine the shape itself, okay? So we talked about prism, we talked about pyramid, we talked about the cube, cuboid, sphere, hemisphere, and we talked about edges, how to know, how to identify the edges and the edges and the vertex and the faces, and that's it. Next time, inshallah, next time we're going to talk about geometrical reasoning, and this lesson is extremely important to you. And your homework, according to the 3D shapes, is going to be on the IXL. You're going to write 3D shapes or identifying 3D shapes on the IXL, and you will see all the all the questions about it, how to identify it. And now please watch this video. Be safe and thank you so much guys for watching, and see you in the next live video inshallah. Bye.